Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Dream Team. In the last episode, we rescued a lost pillow, and we did a whole bunch of puzzles. In this episode, we're going to head over to this district, and we're going to go ahead and do the trading side quest that we sort of started a couple episodes ago. And then afterwards, we're going to do the Mad Skillathon and get some really awesome loot from all of this. Now, fun fact, you can bring whatever item you currently have to this guy, and he'll actually have a sentence to say, you know, it's a little hooey to give food for a marriage proposal, but then he'll also give a hint as to where, you know, you want to go to give away your item on hand. So I might actually stop there often just to see what this guy has to say for each option. It is pretty amusing, perhaps. Are you the fruit Yoshi? You're a fruit Yoshi. You want a fruit, Mr. Yoshi. Here, have a fruit on the house. So the training cycle doesn't take that long. It's just sort of a thing you have to do. Eventually you find everyone. We pretty much know where everyone is from the past episodes of talking to everyone, which for once, talking to everyone actually comes in handy. So he'll trade a Yoshi egg, which, as we know, there's a guy in the area in the tour center, there we go, who wanted a Yoshi egg. So we will hand him said egg. I will give him an egg, and all will be well. So that's sort of the game plan. We will go from there. Just out of curiosity, what do you say about having a Yoshi egg for a marriage gift? I mean, it'll be pretty obvious when we have the proper gift to give to her. So basically, if I had to who. Why do people say who in every word? It makes things a little confusing when you replace. You don't even replace only verbs or only nouns. You replace just like random words, random grammatical structures with who. It doesn't really make much sense, mister. I'm not going to talk to the guy for everyone, because I know there's a few where literally the item you give in the next sequence is right next to the person we talk to. In fact, I think this is actually the case of it. Wait, no, you don't want this. You want this. So, Yoshi egg. I just try to give a Yoshi egg to a Yoshi. No, they just need to eat anything, and they make eggs for free. It's not like Yoshi eggs are a very rare commodity, but apparently they are for this toad. I guess because it looks just like his head. I mean, it is the same sort of color. The polka dots they still look like his head. They're related. They're actually cousins. I don't know how that happened. Oh, hello, we got Princess Peach's photo. Which, as you remember, there's a guy up by the ruins, just up north of here, who actually wants to see that. So, we actually can head right there. That being said, as much as I said I wouldn't backtrack to show this off, I'm actually really curious to know what this guy says about Princess Peach's photo. Because, and I'm sure you guys are too. I don't want to waste so much time walking back and forth, because this is going to be a long episode just due to the Mad Skillathon. It's going to take quite some time. But, I have to know what he says about Princess Peach's photo. This has to be entertaining. Yeah, yep. That was kind of, hey, I'm gonna propose to you with a picture of a pretty girl. Because, you know, that would make total sense, except it really wouldn't. That would be the most awkward proposal in the world if you gave, instead of a ring, you just give some other girl's photo. Will you marry me? I'll make my vows over this picture of someone else. Oops. She's not even the same species! That'd be really awkward. What were we thinking? You want this picture, though. I'll let you see Princess Peach. You can do whatever you want with this picture. We'll keep it out of the gutter, though. But, a little creepy that you want just a photo of her. Doesn't the Mushroom Kingdom have Facebook? Can't you just Facebook the princess? I'm sure the Princess Peach would be all about the Facebook. What would the Mushroom Kingdom version of Facebook be called? Comment section. That's a very good question. Mushroom Book? No, that's dumb. I'm trying to think if there has to be some really quirky, perfect sounding term for the Mushroom Kingdom Facebook page, like just their version of it. there's not really, like, a good face enemy I could think of that would make, or something Mushroom Kingdom just relate to faces that I can use as a pun. Ugh, I can't pun on the fly sometimes! Oh no, life is hard. There has to be, like, the only things I can think of are, like, Mushroom Book, Toad Book. Then again, there's not, like, oh wait, we're gonna collect this guy. Although we want to head actually into the gear shop, is where the guy with the Book of Runes is looking for. But here, have a Book of Runes. That's super rare, totally, yeah, I guess runes aren't very romantic. You sort of have a, you have a valid point, mister. We will continue onward. Hey, you wanted this book, right? I have the Book of Runes. You can add it to your rare book collection. Yes. I don't know why I just sort of went Skeletor there, but I did. Deal with it. Now, speaking of pictures with very questionable intents in terms of this trading quest, I feel like this trading quest has some strange connotations to it. But here we go! Queen Bean's photo. Remember Mr. Me Time? Yeah, you have to give Mr. Me Time a photo of Queen Bean. To aid in his me time, I suppose. Okay, I guess he's just depressed. That doesn't make it any better, though, actually. That just fits the horrible gutter analogy even more. I'm sorry this episode's entirely in the gutter. Here, propose with Queen Bean. Yeah, you're insulting royalty, mister. Queen Bean ain't exactly the, Queen Bean is not exactly the most, eye-catchy individual, I suppose. But it is to this bean. He's into that, I guess. Okay, we're gonna leave the gutter now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't help it. The pun, the setup is too perfect. He's here behind the stairs having me time. There's really no getting around it. Nintendo set this up. They've set me up. This is all a trap for all Let's Players. They knew they had to make the dirty joke. It's impossible for us not to make the dirty joke. It's too easy. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of it. You can have your photo. You do whatever you like with this photo, Mr. Me Time Bean. We'll have good times, but, this is the dirty episode. What is wrong with me today? I don't know. But, this guy actually does have something. If you remember, there was a guy who, lost a camera nearby, and this guy actually has said a lost camera. So, pretty simple with that. I don't necessarily, the guy at the camera is literally right upstairs, but I do want to know what this guy says to everything. I know you guys are probably annoyed at all the backtracking I do, but I find the guy's responses to each item actually to be pretty amusing. Maybe it's just me, though. But here you go, have a camera. Clearly a camera's a good proposal gift! Yeah, someone's name was on the camera. Fair enough! Anyway, don't worry, guys. The trading quest is actually almost over. If I remember correctly, this is the last item in the trading quest. And we'll be done with it soon, and on to the Mad Skillathon, where the episode will hopefully take a turn towards the skillful, and less away from very raunchy jokes. That is not, this isn't even my normal, I'm not the usual person to make the raunchy jokes, but apparently life is hard. Basically, life is hard. That's what it boils down to, is life is hard. I could take that in the gutter as well. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Many things, but you all love me for it. Anyway, that's this guy's camera. You may have your camera back. It even has his name on it in little scribbles. So, this guy has his camera, but he has nothing to give him. No! You can't do this! You've broken the trading quest. No, he actually does have something. He found, there's something near the fountain entrances. You know, I almost wonder if we could do this without doing the entire trading quest. We probably could. But that would not be in the spirit of the game. He saw a bird burying something around this place earlier. Oh, okay. So we give you your camera back, and you give us whatever the heck a bird dropped. It could just be bird poop for all we know. I'm sure it's nothing valuable. It's probably just a seed or something boring, something dumb. Or, you know, an antique pillow ring! And as you can imagine, being a ring, it is the perfect proposal gift. So let's give it to our sad little Who friend. And that'll complete the train quest. We'll get all that sweet, epic loot! Sounds like a good time. Have this ring! A ring is good for marriage. I don't know why you thought a plush Zkeeper would ever be good for marriage, but hey, you've gone up in the world. You've turned a plush Zkeeper into an ancient pillow ring. You better be thankful. Then again, you're giving us literally your pants. So, I suppose in the end, propose before you give your pants, though. Just a pro tip. Actually, I don't know. A pantsless proposal might be fun. The Markiplier proposal. I mean, that being said, all Let's Players Let's Play without their pants on. Let's be honest, I mean, that's the whole perk of doing this. We can do it without pants. I may have pants on, I may have pants off. The world will never know. Anyway, it's a ring. She apparently doesn't get it. This is not just a ring. This is... I like how everyone's gathered around, by the way. You can do it. We have to encourage. This is the most awkward proposal ever. But, man, good on you. Good on you for... Wait, he just said we. Will you play Wii with me? The epic marriage proposal. Oh, man, he's popped the question. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, way to be a jerk and take forever. Wow, don't friend zone. Okay, no. He's, as you can imagine, her answer will be, of course, they're getting married! Oh my god, I promised myself I wouldn't cry! No. No tears! I'm too manly for tears! But we have indeed set up a wonderful marriage! And we did it all for the loot, not for the actual love and romance. Because screw love and romance, we got a one-up mushroom, which actually we didn't get because my inventory is full. But we got a heart bean DX, so actually we'll give that one to Luigi because we gave the first one to Mario. We'll be fair and balanced. But we got his pants, the rally wear, and a sap hammer. So a very good set of items. The trading quest does reward you decently. Even the DX being alone is actually worth it because it's 3 stat points. It's nothing to shake a stick at. It's basically entire level up right there in 1 stat. So because we gave the first one to Mario, we'll give the second one to Luigi to be fair. And then equipment! Before we got new equipment. The rally wear, of course the fighter wear is going to be better, but if you compare it to, say, the payback wear, it is actually an upgrade on the payback wear, but it restores 1B whenever you take damage. Since we're using the guard shell strategy, we're not taking damage very often. Therefore, it's not worth losing 20 power over. In fact, very few things would be worth losing 20 power over, and speed's sort of a useless stat, so I don't mind losing that 20 speed. That being said, the other item we got, the sap hammer, is actually a direct upgrade to the Iron Ball Hammer, and it could possibly lower the power of struck enemies. So we're gonna put this on. But like I've pretty much explicitly said in the past, the stuff we're gonna get the Mad Skillathon actually will surpass this, and the Birthday Hammer is still stronger than the Sap Hammer. Although, it is debatable if the possible chance of lowering power is worth taking down 6 points on Luigi's hammer stat. That is debatable, actually. So I might actually consider giving Luigi the Sap Hammer. Then again, I tend to use jumps more because they do more damage. And the odds of it actually working, because it's a possibility, it doesn't always happen, the odds of it working are so low that it's not even necessarily worth it, in my opinion. Anyway, we've spent half the episode doing this, let's spend the other half doing the Mad Skillathon. Huzzah! Let's go. This will probably... I'm going to do it in the same style that we did last time. I'm going to do 1 attempt, and then cut to the successful attempt after that. So, I won't be showing off all the attempts. I'll just be showing off the one that my first try, and the ones that work. Now, luckily for us, these challenges are way more lax and way better than the ones in Bowser's Inside Story. They allow a lot more wiggle room for mistakes. Well, most of them do. The green shell one does not. We have to get 800 of these in a row because, as you can imagine, you get coins for B and A ranks, but only get the prize when you make it to S rank. You can only get each B, A, and S prize once. If you get the S prize in one go, you'll get all 3 prizes. So don't worry, you won't miss out on prizes by doing really well the first time. So we have the 3D green shell, the fire flower, and the bye-bye cannon. Each one we need to get 800 points. Seems like it'll take forever, but luckily for us, it's not actually that bad because it gives 3 per each guy. So it's not actually too terrible, and Although it's not gonna just be us kicking this back and forth forever. There's gonna be sort of different phases, and obviously they'll continue to get faster. Although sometimes it goes slower too, just to throw you off. But there's a big guy at the end of each. I think it's a sequence of what, 20? Yeah, 20 guys, and then there'll always be a guy at the end who you actually do a full green shell attack on. So, you know, bouncing it back and forth between the bros, preparing the shot, and you get 20 points for killing the big one. So each, basically each cycle gives you, doesn't give you 100, but it gives you like 90 something. So we only have to do this a little more than 8 times successfully, and we win. So it's actually not too bad. We just have to do a sequence of 20 and then one big guy roughly 9 times. We'll be generous. And if we do that without screwing up, we win. Now, I said most of them give leeway. This one actually does not give you a single thing of leeway. You have to always be perfect, basically. If you screw up once, it is over. Luckily, the green shell timing is, I think, a lot more generous in general than it was back in Bowser's Story anyway, because I know the green shell one in Bowser's Story was one of the hardest ones, in my opinion. This one isn't too bad. The challenges I find to be not nearly as painful as they were in Bowser's Story, which is good, because, I mean, well, I don't know. It is nice to have the challenge on the one hand. On the other hand, you know, it's nice to not have to take 10 million years to do it. Although, you can see it's going faster now, so you have to be really careful. The timing can definitely throw you off, and one screw-up will be the end of the world! Or, you know, force us to basically redo this again, which is never very fun. And like I said, if I do screw up, I will cut to the successful attempt, because I will not waste your guys' time with unsuccessful attempts more than once. There'll be the introduction attempt where I talk, and then likely the talking will lead to me screwing up, and then after that, I will focus, and thus not talk as much, and will be successful. That is indeed the plan. And the plan is a good one. And of course, given the fact that there's already what, like, I mean, you can see this takes a long time. We have 3 of these to do. We're probably gonna be going, it's gonna be a long episode. Sidequest episodes tend to be long episodes. There's really no getting around that in RPGs. It just sort of happens. So yeah. C'est la vie. Busting out the French. Trying to make commentary while actually having to focus, because now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm actually kind of nervous about screwing this up. But so far, so good. I have faith. Guys, do you believe in me? Do you believe? Do you believe in a thing called love? Well, that guy doesn't because he's dead. And again, these guys aren't like little target robot things. They're adorable. We have to murder everything. Oh, then again, they have like little lobster claws I never really noticed, and that's not adorable. So, lobsters are icky, clearly. No, I won't hate on the lobsters. Lobsters are cool. I mean, you see Little Mermaid. Sebastian's a guy. He's a character. He was a thing. I guess you could say he's a little crabby. Well, I guess that was the pun all along, was it not? Now, this one's going, like, extra slow just to throw you off, so be careful with that one. That being said, as long as we get this one done, we should just deal with, like, half of another one, and we'll be successful, so I don't mind this slow one, as long as you don't get fooled by its traps. It's actually not too bad. So, the green shell, while it was the hardest one, in my opinion, in Bowser's Story, is actually in the middle of the road, I would say, in this game. I think there's definitely harder ones, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done a lot of these challenges, though. But, with that, we did it first try! Now let's go for 1,000 points. You don't get anything for getting 1,000 points, but that is where it caps out, and I want to get the highest record I can. Just because I can. Just for lulz and cats. A joke that really made no sense. Oh well. As long as we accomplish this next set, we'll be very close to done with this. So it shall not be much longer. If it's going so fast, it actually takes not that much time. This wasn't too bad. We accomplished this with great aplomb. And it should just be this last batch of guys. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, and done! 999 points is the max you can get on any challenge. Like I said, you get nothing for getting 999 points. Even if you get 999 points in every single target, you just get kudos, which is always cool. And as I said, if you get them all in the first try, you'll still get all 3 prizes. So do not worry about missing prizes. You still get your B prize, you still get your A prize, which will always be 100 coins and 300 coins, and then the S prize will always be a piece of epic loot. The rally belt in this case, it basically does the same thing, I believe, as the rally wear that we just got. I will show off all the different pieces of equipment when we are done with the Mad Skillathon, but next up is the Fire Flower.